What up, everybody? So, I just did a little warm-up stream for a second. Not even a warm-up, but trying to get the camera situated. Because today gonna be just a cycling day. We're gonna cycle and chill today. So anybody that drops in and wants to chat, come chat it up. And so, we ain't gonna go too hard today, because I gave blood earlier. And don't want to overexert myself till I got all my blood back. So, today's just gonna be cardio. We gonna get after it though. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time of my day hydrating and eating so that I can come back for full body Fridays. Cause I think we'll be back into the full body mode for Friday. My burn's healing pretty well. You can see it's a little wrinkly. Here's like the comparison. I have to worry about, like, I could touch it now, it don't hurt. But got me a little bit on that side too right here. But it'll be interesting to see how it all heals up. Hopefully it don't scar too bad. Hopefully I get all the feeling back. There's some spots where I'm like, I can't really feel it too well right there. So anyway, I got a pretty good walk in earlier, and so I'm pretty warmed up. So we're just gonna jump on the bike. I'm gonna make sure I can be heard from sitting back for anybody who wants to come kick it. And we'll just get after it. We'll do the dang thing. Got back. We want maximum view here. I'll make sure I get my whole fro and the whole afro in the view. I think this will be good here. If the camera tips over or anything, I'll just jump off the bike and come fix this back up. So let's see what we got. Microphone check. Alright, I think that'll actually work. I might be a little quiet. I'm a quiet talker. But at any point, I gotta check the audio. Got an easy way to check it. And so I'll be here. Let's get it. We'll do a little basic, start with a little basic warm up on 2 on the setting. This bike goes from 2 to 8. I can't tell you what the octaves are in terms of resistance. But we're gonna bike it out. I'm gonna spend most of the time on, let's see, I'll spend most of the time probably like at 5 or 6, which is this, a little bit more resistance. I won't be able to feel it when I'm pedaling. Hope everybody having a good day today. Grateful to be here. I drop down for a sec. One day maybe I'll update from just a stationary bike to a better stationary bike. It's hard for me to get my full extension out. I can get extended enough, thankfully. But I would like to have like a Versa Climber. If you've ever seen any of those, it's kind of like a mountain climber simulation. Well, not a simulation, but a stationary mountain climber, basically. I would like to do that for cardio. I would love to be doing burpees for cardio, but not sure if my wrist can fully take it. And also, don't want to overexert myself because I gave the blood. But to talk a little louder, we won't really hype it up. Got my own audio check and stuff. trying to be heard out here. This is 4. I think I'm on 4 right now in terms of resistance, and I'm going to get it up to like 5, and then we'll get like a pretty good leg workout in as well as some cardio. We'll add get a workout going on my watch, so I can keep track of time. And ideally, I would like to go for like 40 minutes, 40 to an hour. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get burnt out early, because they took my blood. I got legal vampired. There's always a time for first. I don't think I've ever worked out after having blood drawn or giving blood before. I have worked after giving blood and I almost blacked out like 20 times. So let's hope that don't happen here. Gonna try and maintain a good pace. I got my, if I can find down here, there's something with the speed. There we go. I'm almost certain this isn't miles per hour, but I tend to pedal at like 20, 21, however it gauges the speed on here. I'm gonna try and keep it the whole time at like, we'll say like 17 to 22. Try and keep that pace. Give myself room to slow down a little bit, myself room to speed up. If I lean back a little bit, I can get pretty good leg, I get better leg extension than if I'm leaning forward, which makes sense. I need this seat to go like 1 octave higher than what it goes for it to be a perfect seat for me. And I'm not even that tall. 5'10", 5'11", in some sneaks. We moved up to 5 on the bike. I'm probably gonna live here. We'll say like 5, maybe I'll test 6 out. But this is pretty good resistance for me to feel a burn and get my heart rate up. Currently at 129 in the BPMs on the Apple Watch. Hard to tell if I'm on 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright, I was for sure on 5. Well, still on 5. Hope that light isn't too bothersome, this light here. If it is, I'll keep that in mind next time I work out down here. Normally I'm upstairs in the bedroom. Today I'm in the living room. All right, so we're like 137 BPM, which I can live pretty comfortably here, even at not that I'm in the elite cardio shape, but my base cardio is pretty good, and the burpees give me pretty phenomenal cardio. When I used to run a lot, which has been a couple years now, I used to just go pound the pavement. I would be extra about trying to get my heart rate up, and I found out that I could like get myself pretty comfortably at about 190, almost 200. I think I've seen my heart rate hit 200 and I didn't feel ill. But that was running like doing desert sprints essentially, 100 plus degrees, and going outside and running, which probably in and of itself isn't the most healthy choice. But sometimes I really like to beat my body up in a constructive way. Yeah, 138. I imagine I'll probably live here. It's already getting hot. Got to lose the shirt. Got myself some water. And some bubbly, literally. Bubbly, the brand, with some caffeine in it. I know this workout here probably ain't the most entertaining to watch. I'm literally just pedaling in place. But I appreciate everybody that comes in, drops by. Even if you just come watch for a little bit. If you come and chat, appreciate you. If you throw me a follow, I extra appreciate you. I'm trying to get to that 50 followers by the turn of the calendar, so give myself a whole month. Consistently trying to gain 10, which I think is a very possible goal. Then we'll go from something more, well, I should say something less entertaining to watch today, which is biking in place. And then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Friday, we'll come back in with something a little more heavy, depending on how my legs really enjoy this this resistance cycle. If they're a little sore, if they're too sore going into Friday, which probably won't be the case, but if they are, we'll get hard after the upper body. I'm gonna try and incorporate some wall-assisted handstand push-ups back in, because I think I got enough flexation back in my wrist. Just have to stretch them out, and then we'll test it out as well. So Friday will be a good test day to see where my comfort level is with this burn here. Heart rate at 149. Speed, however it's tagged on this, 22.2, 0.7, 0.2. So living at that 22. I don't think it's miles per hour, but it very well could be. I'd have to go look back at the user manual for this thing. I'm really trying to be consistent with the pedaling here in the form, not let my knees fold in, which if you've come to any of the workouts, It's all about the form. Trying to prevent injury and grow strength properly in the proper range of motions, not cheat through anything. So really just trying to keep a proper step, basically, a proper pedal. I used to use this bike fairly regularly. Then I fell off that a little bit. And then coming back from getting COVID, I've been trying to be more meticulous about stressing out my cardio, or my cardio respiratory system. Really get my heart working, get my lungs working. It's up to us to get ourselves back to healthy. Heart rate 153. So I said I was going to live at 139. I'd honestly rather live up here. Try and keep that high 140s into the 150s. Get some good cardio in. Starting to get a little sweaty. I'm about to lose this shirt. Use as a sweat towel and to help myself get cool. Speed still at 22.6, 0.7, 0.2. So we're hovering in the 22 range as we want to. Heart rate at 159. Already dropping back down. I'm sure drinking liquids while doing cycling gives your heart rate a little spike for a second. Now, where I'm at right now would be like the VO1 threshold, which is like your ability to work out, maintain a heart rate, and still be able to talk while working out. You get to the VO2 threshold when you're getting some cardio in, somebody asks if you can talk, how you doing? And your response is, no, I can't. Not even no, I can't, just no, as in you can't really talk. So VO2 would be like, VO2 threshold would be, you can't comfortably talk while you're working out. So it's gonna be different for everybody, your thresholds, but it's a general way to be able to gauge yourself while doing cardio. If you can maintain a talk, like going through, A is for apple, B is for Bob, C is for cat, D is for dog, and be able to go all the way through your alphabet if you have nobody to talk to. But you're still getting good cardio in. Your heart rate's holding. It's going to be like your VO1 threshold. The only reason I bring up the thresholds is I'm trying to keep information fresh in my head. I'm currently doing the NASM, National Association of Sports Medicine. I'm going through their program for certified personal trainer and nutritionist to add as other ways for me to work and make money on top of foreign exchange trading, just multiple revenues of income and ways to keep myself busy instead of just burning out on one particular thing. And I'm pretty dialed in with my nutrition for the last like 2 years now. So a nutritionist at the beginning of 21. Prior to that, I was already pretty dialed in, but Mrs. Tuna Melt saw a nutritionist, and we dialed it. Our diets are dialed in. We still, it's not to say I don't indulge, but I don't even eat gluten. Gluten gives me nerve pain. Who would have known? I found out, that's who goes. Gives me some GI issues too, some gluten, but it's strange, I get nerve pains, like in my neck and my fingers, my ability to feel temperatures, behind my knees and my toes. I feel like there's something stuck between my toes. I start to get peripheral neuropathy when I have a lot of gluten in my system. So, don't eat gluten anymore. Diet's real dialed in. And I've been a real adamant calisthenics athlete in terms of getting after it. And that's also not to say that there hasn't been moments where I had injuries and took breaks. But I've been getting after calisthenics for, I want to say since 2018. And that's fluctuated in terms of like extreme every day, getting after it, to a couple times a week, to I had an injury into at the beginning of 2020 where my back was real messed up, so I didn't work out for a little bit then. Then I had to find my way back into it. But I've been getting after this long enough where part of getting into the personal training program was just wanting to learn more, keep my mind working, put more info into here, be better for my workouts, about form, prevent injury prevention, proper plans, and not even just so much for myself. And also for nutrition, how good I feel, how good I sleep, my energy levels, just my mood. Things that you don't even think really affect you can be affected via workout and exercise. So that's where I say, not even just for me. I got into the nutritionist program and the certified personal trainer program because I know what it's done for me. I used to smoke cigarettes and not really care about what I was putting in. I used to be like, I would joke like enslaved skinny. You used to be able to see my ribs. So I'm not a person that's bulky, but I got a real good baseline muscle now. I've worked for it, and that comes with dialing in diet, actually being able to hold weight because of the diet, and actually being able to work out properly without injury because of years and what I'm learning. And the hopes is that I can find other people not like me or like me in many ways, just people who don't want to be sedentary and who are curious about eating better, cleaner, seeing what it can do for you, how it makes you feel, the changes in the blood work as a result, in your the differences in your oxygen carrying capacity throughout your body, how much better you breathe, mood, like I'm saying. I'd like to be able to share what I've learned in my experience with others and with certifications behind it. There's backing and science, not just my experience. There's lots of evidence behind the things I'm saying, instead of just making random programs and random diets for people. It can be structured and learned and shared with my experience and the things I've learned via certification and understanding of other people's bodies and what they need to eat, being able to read blood work, all of that, you know. So once I'm finished with the certifications, I would be one of those that's not just trying to sell workout and nutrition programs without any backing. I want people to believe what I'm throwing. I want to be able to help people, not just physically, not just mentally, but spiritually. I want us all to be the best we can be. And understand that we got to work for it. And learn to love working for it. While also building a community where people can come share their experiences, hear each other out, talk about our triumphs and our failures. Ways we found our way to success, ways we found our way out of those failures. Reasonings for doing so. And everybody kind of just cheer each other on. No badgering or putting each other down. It's a place of peace and love. So, peace and love. So, whether how we all got there, our beliefs, the way we got to what we believe, just open forum, open discussion. Let everybody come to the table from a place of love. And we all just trying to be best versions of ourselves. Or we should be. There's got to be a consciousness brought to that. So that's my ramble. It gets deeper. Your boy likes to ramble. Come hang out enough, you'll hear him. Enough of these cycle days. I got nothing to do but talk. We're at 24 minutes. Heart rate 154. Speed 22.7, 23 flat, 22.9. So we're actually picking up a little speed. Not intentionally, but we're just locked in. We warmed up now. Fully warm for the bike. Also part of streaming isn't just to like build a community or try and work on building clientele. It's also to hold myself accountable. Making a schedule, scheduling and stuff is, I shouldn't say new to me, but being very dedicated to that schedule is something I'm trying to work on and actively foster and grow. And so, figured if I started streaming, all of the things that I wanted to do, whether it be build a community, find people who were like me, just sat around and gamed all day, didn't really care about what they looked like or body-wise, can find a place to enjoy exercise and a better diet, enjoy cooking, you know. Lost where I was going there, but I think where I'm trying to go is like hold myself accountable. And so I hold myself accountable for the days I'm supposed to be here, and other people could come and talk about what they're doing, like I said, share their progress. Pressing live really makes you have to go do it. Not that I need much motivation, but a little added motivation is just more in the tank. Trying to keep throwing kindling into this fire, you know, keep it burning. All right, sure had to go. Shirt went at 27 minutes. That's good. Go for like 20 more minutes. Aim for 45, 50 minutes. Heart rate 159. Speed 22, 23.5. 23.7. So taking the shirt off gave me a little bit extra juice. One thing I'm about to work on when I get to I hit that 50 follower goal, and leading into that, I want to work on getting better camera equipment. Need like a good webcam or some type of better camera. I'm out here still recording in 720 off the front camera of my iPhone. Like I'm 15 years ago. We time traveling with my stuff. Welcome to 2007 resolution. 720p. 30 minutes. Let's see if I got 15 more in me. My butt gonna be sore. This seat isn't the most comfy. I think I was already a couple minutes in before I started the watch. So 45 on the watch will probably really be like almost 50. What's up?
Hi, I just have to get water.
Hydrate. Hydration is key to success.
You're not wrong. Do you want me to get the blinds for you?
No, it's okay. It makes looking through the blinds makes me feel like I'm outside pedaling.
Okay, I'll close the front one.
For sure. Gives me something to look at.
Did Nerm go in her hidey hole?
No, she's up here in the hammock. She ain't go in the hole yet.
Hi, little gremlin. She's happy. She's watching me.
Yeah. We need cat cams
We
for
do.
the stream. Cat hammock cam, gremlin cam.
You look comfy, Nerm. I'm glad you're back out. Your brother's throwing a fit.
He is not happy.
He's not happy.
He's been abandoned by his sister.
Uh-huh. And Bubby's sleeping on him, so. Love you.
Love you.
Hello.
Guest appearance by Mrs. Tuna Melt. My butt is getting sore. I don't even really sit for for too long at a time anyway to begin with. And I got some booty muscle, but it's not protective enough. Let me get further back on this seat. I'd rather have a sore butt than a sore taint, though. Keep the perineum fresh. Speed 24.5, heart rate 148. So heart rate's really stabilized. And I feel good. I could probably go for an hour, but then my ass will be real sore. So where we're at 35 minutes on the watch. 37 minutes on the bike time. So we cooking and we sweating. You need a good sweat. It's hard for me to just build up a sweat when I'm doing like anything that's not burpees, because burpees get your heart rate so high up for such a sustained time that I really got to hop on the bike for like, I feel like just this amount of time to really get sweating. Whereas when I'm doing burpees, talk about VO1 and VO2 thresholds, I'm at my VO2 threshold almost the whole time. I'm counting the reps, but I'm not doing I'm not doing the entire count sound off, which I would like to get to. And you're just throwing your body on the ground, basically. So like, the cardio of burpees is stellar. You're not even doing anything but just in place, moving. So you don't even need a gym. I mean, if you want like super mass size, you're probably gonna have to go to a gym and hit some like isolated spots, or get after like weighted calisthenics, weighted pull-ups and stuff. But if you just want to be shredded, like keep your body fat percentage down and be shredded, and you do gain muscle, you just gotta do calisthenic stuff. You only need your house. You need a floor and a wall. That's it. Bands and a pull-up bar help, but you just need a floor and a wall. You don't even need a gym. So that's part of what I'm gonna do with my certifications. Is like at home with no equipment workout plans. So not everybody's trying really. I mean, like, we can all carve out time, but some people don't have gyms nearby. Some people don't have equipment. Some people literally work so much that they can't find time to drive to a gym or time to work out. Well, all you really need is 5 minutes to bust out some burpees. If you go for an hour doing burpees, you won't feel it. And you're not feeling enough, well, time to do 2 pump push-up burpees. You know, like, there's so many variations of body weight workouts. There's so many variations of weighted workouts. You know, like going to a gym and hitting machines, there's so many variations. There's just as many variations from home with nothing. You got a step, you got a wall, you got a floor, and you got enough. Want to start adding different variations? Well, we'll get you a pull-up bar and some bands. I'm trying to wonder where I can find space in my home to add in rings, like Olympic rings, because that'll really add some size onto me. I already know, really add some strength on. Some rings will turn up from a stabilizer and strength standpoint. Rings will turn you up. And so like, you can add equipment in, but I've seen people who are dummy shredded just off doing push-ups. We're out there. The calisthenics beasts are out there. The natty calisthenics beasts are really out there. You want to see some like beast burpee man? Go check out Iron Wolf on YouTube. That man is a beast when it comes to doing body weight stuff. Has years and years of dedication to the craft. That man's a beast. And I'm not convinced that there's another channel, That's Good Money. They do all calisthenic stuff too. I'm not convinced that all of them are natural. I'm sure some of them are on substances, but they have natural athletes too. And those dudes are dumb shredded. And all they do is show up in parks in New York and get after it. And they're all beasts. So you can get huge doing calisthenics. You just gotta find the volume and the time. And even if you don't have the time, you can find the time to get cut up. If you're trying to lose weight, lose weight. If you're trying to dial in, you can get dialed in. want better cardio, it's all there to be had. Like for me even, before I had COVID, I was able to do sessions where like in an hour I'm doing 250 burpees in less than an hour. And so like my goal is to work on getting the cardio back, because high volume burpees are just as much mental willpower as it is strength and cardio. But I'm trying to get back to the point where I can surpass that. And granted, when I was doing those, I would pace myself. I would jog in place while I was doing burpees. Pace myself. But that's a workout. Some people ain't even trying to get down and bust out 5 burpees and get back up. So, I just built that off of time, practice. I'm no anomaly. But that could be astonishing. We can all do that. Promise. Like, stick with me here doing all this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hold me accountable, hold me to the consistency. I hold myself there. And check where we're at in a year. I'll do a progress. After I had shoulder surgery, I was skinny fat. And so, like, it just takes one thing, take one moment in life to light a fire in any avenue. Give you a reason, find your reason in your will. Just see where we're at, see where I'm at, see where this community's at. Give me 1 year, and we'll set places that I didn't think I would be, because I believe we could do it. I say we, as in like me, and anybody that comes along and wants to hang out, enjoy it, and talk about their dreams. That community I was talking about. That's what I mean by we. We'll all see where we're at in a year, see where I'm at in a year. This time next year, as we're turning into 2024, at the end of 2023, we'll see how the world's changed, how we've changed, how I've changed. Some things for the worse, but I promise I'm gonna change for the better. That's not even just a promise just to me, that's a promise out into the ether. Whoever wants to hear that and join along, we gonna get it. We gonna get it, and that's a promise. That's not to say there won't be any setbacks or missed days, but we gonna get it. Even on days if you aren't feeling it, like today, so I got my blood drawn, my wrist still healing. There's still something to do. I just jump on this bike. If my arms are aching, we jump on the bike. If my legs are aching, we're gonna do some push pulls. You know, like, only I can make the excuses. Speed, 23.9, heart rate, 151. We're at 43 minutes. We're going to overtime a little bit. We're gonna do 50 minutes on the watch, which I think will be almost an hour of cycle time. We're at 50 minutes on the stream, just about. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a little overtime. My butt's back at it, not sore no more. Work through it. So 44.5 on the watch. We're gonna go to 50. Speed 25. You cooking. Wish I had little widgets on the screen in the corners with heart rate and like reps. Well, not reps, but like set number, or in this case, distance traveled or time on the bike. I'm sure that's something I can do. I have to learn about it though. Used to stream games a little bit, and all the fun widgets and stuff you can do were fun. So I'm sure there's special widgets you can do just for workouts and shit. Share my heart rate with everybody instead of having the sound off. Heart rate 152. Speed 23.5. Starting to feel the pedaling a little bit in my ankles, which I think has to do with if you can see, I get like, I want to say like almost 90% leg extension. It might be hard to tell from the angle of the camera, but I would like to get more leg extension. I'll make sure I push into it. I can't get this seat up any higher. Fortunately, I'm going to drill another hole into it. "47 minutes on the watch. We'll go up an octave for these last couple minutes. Really feel it. Really get the burn for the burnout. Now I really feel it. 23, 23.5, 22.9. So still maintaining heart rate 160. Got the heart rate back up a little bit. We're at 48.5 minutes, last 90 seconds. "45 seconds. We go all the way in as high as this bike can go. Last 30 seconds. Speed down to 22, 22.4, 22.5. 10 seconds. Really burn out. Speed 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. do a, instead of just a cold stop, I'm gonna really crank this down. Get like a cool down. So we're not just dead stopping. Get some backwards pedaling in, reverse it out. All right, well, now I might as well get a little, we're gonna get to 50, we'll go 55 on the watch, which I think will give me just under an hour or add an hour cycle time. So, but I've turned the resistance down to 3 on the bike, and we're just gonna cool down now. Just a relaxation cool down. Speed 18, speed 18.6. So I'll bring the speed down a little bit. I think I did say at the beginning I'm gonna try and not go underneath 17 on the speed, and I think that'll be done. Well, that'll be a success. Heart rate back down. Heart rate already back down to 149. I'm sure I got almost to 170 in those last 30 seconds. I'm gonna get off this bike, immediately drink a protein shake, and find something to eat before I shower. I don't know how many calories I burned. I doubt these are accurate entirely on the Apple Watch, but I got 480 calories burned. So according to the watch, 410 active calories, 481 total. So I got some replenishing to do. Now my booty's sore again, and my booty caught wind that I'm finished. So we're gonna finish out these back pedals. We're at 53 minutes. 2 more minutes, we'll hit 55 on the watch. That'll put us into an hour on the stream. Then that'll be a day. So cycling isn't the most entertaining, but tried to keep y'all entertained, keep myself entertained by rambling out into the ether. So appreciate everybody that dropped in. Adjust on that seat a little bit, get more on my seat bones. Go down a little more active. We'll have to do some stretching tonight. That's 55 on the watch. 1 hour on the stream. 58 minutes. Might as well bang out 2 more minutes. I'm at 58 on the bike, and the bike doesn't start till you start pedaling. So we're gonna ride it out to an hour on the timer on the bike. So like 90 seconds more. That'll be a good like 10-minute cool down basically, which is helpful. Real helpful. My heart rate's probably, doesn't feel like it's at 152. We're at 152 on the heart rate. Feels like I'm just at standard chilling heart rate right now. So that says good about how well this did for my cardio and where my cardio's at post-COVID. I'm like a month in, so like 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out from when I was sick. When I got sick, I didn't get like the cough or headaches like a lot of people get. I didn't have energy. I was stuck in bed for a couple days. The first night, my fever was 102.5. Then it was bouncing between like 99 and 101 for 4 days. I think on the 5th day I broke it. And then on the 7th day it was my wedding. And so I was still recovering. I didn't really have energy back for maybe, I want to say like 2 weeks. We'll say 10 days. For like 10 days my energy was pretty shot. And then after I got better, I got pretty like congested and stuff. So I got a couple things I didn't even have while I was actually sick that popped up. But that cleared up quick. And then as soon as I was able to get after it, I started getting back after it. I started getting after it because I didn't want to feel debilitated or like I had lost a lot. I lost at least 10 pounds while I was sick because I just wasn't hungry. I would try and eat, but I was sweating everything out. And so I lost a bunch of weight. I have since put all the weight back on. I've since feeling strong again. You can see like delts popping. I didn't even work out shoulders today, but I've since gained some strength back. So we're getting back to be better than ever before. That's what it's all about. Got to attack and get after it. So, this was a good bike ride. I enjoyed this. Enjoyed that a lot. Feel good cardio-wise. So thank y'all for coming in. I'm hoping that Friday will be full body Friday. If not, we'll adjust accordingly. But we're definitely getting some strength training in Friday. Trying to add some mass. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get big out here. Trying to be shredded. Anyway, thank you all. As always, love you all. Keep moving for all those that can't. That's all we got. So I'll see y'all on Friday. Everybody have a good night or day, wherever you're at, or whatever time it is when you catch this, even if it's in the on-demand video. Appreciate everybody that dropped in. Everybody that followed, is following, will follow in the future. Much love to you all. Peace out, y'all. Catch y'all Friday.